Today we're rock hounding for silver lace onyx in the California Mountains. Pretty cool. Alright, so we are in the California Mountains here in California, and we're looking for this stuff right here. This is called silver lace onyx. It's a layered calcite, and one of those layers is silver ore. And it's very special because apparently you can only get it here. By the way, if you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. So these mountains behind me, all of this area here and the neighboring town of Calico used to be a huge silver mine. Now it's actually a ghost town where you can visit, and it's actually kind of fun. But by the way, there's the mine way up there at the top of the mountain, and we're not actually going up there. We're going to just hang out here in the parking area and see what we can find. Now, I believe this is a private claim, so we're not actually going to go all the way up to the mine. We're going to just see what tumbled down from the hills. Okay, so let's see if we can find some silver lace onyx here. Alright, once again, there's the mine, and this is kind of where we're going to hang out, down here in the parking area. And what we're looking for is calcite, because this silver lace onyx is going to be a layered calcite, and again, one of those layers is going to be silver ore. So let's see if we can find some white calcite crystals. I'm not finding too much stuff. This thing right here is layered, but it's not calcite. So I'm going to hike a little further down the path, and finally I come across my first trace of white calcite. See it in there? There's another piece right here. Anything that has white in it, that's going to be what we're looking for, or that's going to host what we're looking for. Now, once the calcite is the host rock itself, that is when we're starting to hit pay dirt. Now we're going to look in that white calcite for some black bands. The black banding is going to be manganese, and inside of that manganese is going to be silver. And maybe this might be it right here. I think this is it. Okay, silver lace onyx. There it is. It's not the best specimen right there. I'm going to keep looking around. What I really like are the dark black bandings contrasted against the white. And again, those dark black bands are going to be manganese. And in the better specimens, this manganese is going to come in dendrite patterns, which happens when one mineral migrates across another. And just to show you, this is a piece of pure calcite right here, no dendrites, no layers, and this is the silver lace onyx with the calcite and the silver and manganese in layers. So this is some exceptionally unique lapidary rock material right here. Apparently, I googled this, apparently you can't find this anywhere else in the world. It's silver lace onyx, and it only happens in one mountain in the middle of the Mojave Desert. And like for me personally, this stuff is not very colorful, not really something that I would normally go out and grab, but it's a collector's piece, and it's very easy to get to. It's an easy rock hounding spot. It's right there, like a 10-minute walk from where your car is. But what I really wanted to show you was these manganese patterns. Like, check it out. It's that dark layer of almost oxidized metallic stuff right in the middle there. Can you see it? It almost looks like rust. That is where we're going to find silver. And there's the dendrite patterns right there. I'll freeze it. And that is the manganese layer, that black stuff right there. That's what I find most attractive about this stuff. And it's by that dark metallic manganese layer where you're going to find that silver. There it is right there in that dark onyx layer. And onyx is such a weird thing for me because you can technically call a lot of different things onyx and still be correct. There's such a thing called interior design onyx, which basically means anything that has banding on it. So generally that actually tends to be a lot of calcite with different banded layers, with different dyed layers, and they just call it onyx as just like a catch-all term. Real onyx actually comes in 3 different varieties. That's going to be black onyx, sardonyx, and cornelian onyx, which is an orange onyx. Alright, so my biggest piece that I'm finding today is right here. The one with the most clear layer of manganese is right here. I'm going to zoom in on it for you there. Check out all that metal in there. That's precious metal. And this piece, I think, actually has some encased in chalcedony. But my best piece of the day, I think, was this one right here. You can see some nice layers, some nice banding, some awesome dendrites. Okay, my bag is full, so I'm going to head back to the parking area, and as I go back, I'm still finding some really cool stuff down here. So like I said, the mine is off limits, but you really don't need to go there. Everything just kind of tumbled down to the area here. And of course, if you are rock hounding in the desert, my 2 big tips are: number 1, bring water, and number 2, start out early in the day. If it's August and you're in the Mojave Desert, you don't really want to be out there past 10 a.m., I would say. Okay, so I decided that I'm only going to take maybe like 5 pieces of this stuff. I really don't need it. I really don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's cool to have.
Now, I fully admit that I don't really know a lot about collecting precious metals, but what I do know is that you very rarely find it in like chunks. Like, we're not going to really find like silver nuggets or stuff like that. You usually have to find it within its ore form and then refine it out. So I'm only going home with a couple of these pieces because I've never really tried to collect something that precious metal comes from. Like, I'm more of a agate and crystal guy. Partially because I just like the variety of what you can find. Gold is gold, silver is silver, but an agate, it comes in like all different shapes, sizes. Crystals come in all different colors, and that's what kind of really draws me. So I know I need to do a little bit more research about what exactly it is that I found, but it's really cool to come away with this material. This is definitely collector material that you can find in the area, and it's so simple to find. You like just park right here in the sand, and this stuff is just like all along the path. So if you're ever driving from like LA to Las Vegas, you should stop here and pick up a handful of this really cool material. Silver lace onyx.
Pretty cool.